Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and this video I'm doing today is just a quick video about the form and characteristics of different types of persimmons depending on their parentage. And what brought this to my mind was I was watching a video from my good friend Mobius, and he was showing his Nikita's gift, which doesn't look anything like a Nikita's gift as far as I'm aware in terms of the appearance of his particular plant. Now it seems to depend on whether or not they're pure American persimmons or pure Asian persimmons or hybrids. Now Nikita's gift is a hybrid between an American persimmon and an Asian persimmon, and the characteristics of the plant tend to be more leaning towards the American parentage, which is what I thought I'd show you here. Now this plant here is allegedly a Nikita's gift. Can't remember where this one was sourced from. I'm just looking at the label here. I'm not sure. And I was of the opinion that Nikita's gift was one of the probably Ukrainian or Eastern European hybrids between an Asian persimmon and an American persimmon, but I'm happy to be corrected by anybody. But what I've noticed when I've seen videos on Nikita's gift before, and from what I've read and seen online, they tend to have this sort of slightly what I call weeping spreading habit rather than being a strong upright habit. And because of the American parentage, the leaves tend to be like a thinner, less glossy finish to them. They're more papery, like the American persimmon leaves. And it's quite good that I can see this one here, because this one's got flower buds on it. Now the flower buds on it compared to the Asian persimmons are a little bit more dainty and small. Obviously they will get bigger and open up, but in relation to the size of the leaves, one of the things I've also found out with Nikita's gift, they tend to suffer from the early leaves that come out, tend to suffer from this spotting on them. It appears to be like a virus related problem due to the plant having slightly having a slightly weaker constitution because of it being a cross between an Asian and an American persimmon. But you can see the plant here is quite sort of spreading and weeping in its form. It's not an upright, what I call an upright one. It's obviously sending out some shoots here that are coming more upright, but even here you can see it's tending to get this sort of weepy look on it. Now if I compare it to the Asian persimmon next to it, which is a pure Asian one, this is costata, and you can see how much thicker and glossier and shinier the leaves are. The Asian persimmons have a very much more obvious look to them than the American ones. And if I just move around the plant, I can show you that the flower buds are a much heftier, thicker, heavier looking flower bud on the Asian persimmons. As I said, this one is a costata. Right next to it I've got another Asian persimmon, which I believe is muscat, and again I can show you the flower buds are much bigger and heavier than on the hybrid ones, and these leaves are a much sort of heavier, glossier leaf on the Asian varieties compared to the hybrid ones like this Nikita's gift. And actually I can't get through to them, but if I show you an American persimmon, they have a very similar leaf to these. It's definitely thinner and more papery and more of a weeping one. What will be interesting to see is if I get any fruits this year. It's a bit of a weedy, spindly plant, but the difference between the flower bud size is very obvious between that and these ones on the Asian persimmon. So I'll be interested to see if Mobius watches this, what he thinks about my interpretation between the different persimmons. Sometimes as well the Asian ones, particularly Fuyu, seem to come out a lighter yellow when they first appear in the year, but there's no doubt about it, this is meant to be Nikita's gift, and it has got this very sort of pendulous habit and these very small dainty flowers. It might be because it's not a particularly healthy plant as well, of course, that can make a difference, but there's no doubt about the form in the leaves. These are very, very different in form to the pure Asian ones, and I've got to say that when he did his video of his Nikita's gift, it looked like a pure Asian one to me. I'll be interested to see, Dom, if you're watching this, what you think. As I said, I've got about, I think I've got 4 or 5 Asian persimmons, probably about 3 or 4 American ones, and about 3 or 4 hybrids left, are the ones that are still alive. This is about the best that my plants have looked at this stage of the year, because in previous years they've always been frosted in April, and this year they completely avoided the frost, so I've got a lot more flower buds on them, so I'm hoping that I might get a few flowers, a few fruits this year, but we'll see. Obviously keeping them in pots does tend to sort of make them suffer. I can see we've had snails or slugs on that, they're looking at the shininess, but he doesn't seem to have been too interested in eating the flower buds out of interest. So that was my quick take on what I think is the difference in the characteristics and form between the hybrid persimmons and the pure Asian ones. So if you're watching, Dom, I'll be interested to see what you think, because it may well be that the one you bought has been mislabeled, but as I said to you in another comment, it makes no difference, because you can simply pinch some scions off Joe and graft them onto your tree, so you'll end up with 2 varieties on one tree, which is even better. 2 is definitely better than 1. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, everybody, much appreciated. Please give me a thumbs up. Welcome to, of course, share the video if you think it might be useful, and if you're a persimmon expert, you're welcome to chip in, correct me, or tell me where I've gone wrong on what I'm saying. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember to click on the bell if you'd like updates on new videos when they come out. And of course later during the summer when these flower, I will do update videos on the persimmons as well if they're doing well. I'll catch up with you on the next video. Brett out for now.